We saw Tuck Everlasting. It sucked. I remember reading the book.
So what would be Suck Everlasting?
It would suck everlasting. Hi, cuties! Today we're doing 2 things. Number 1, I am teaching my mother how to make Harry Potter wands out of chopsticks and hot glue. I'm going to teach my mother while also teaching you how to make your own Harry Potter wands. This is not an original idea though. I did steal this from the internet, from Tumblr in particular, and the person that I got the idea from stole it from somebody on Pinterest. So I don't know the origin of who thought up with this idea, but it's a brilliant idea. As you can see, these are some fantastic wands right here. And the second thing we're doing today is I've been tagged in the first time tag. What's the first time tag, Mommy?
It's when you've done your first of thing.
What you want to do before is figure out kind of what beads you want to put on, because beads help shaping. It doesn't matter what color the beads are because you'll paint over it anyway. So that's your first step while you're waiting for your glue gun to heat up. In the meantime, we'll do my first question. My first word is hi! Same way I talk to a dog. Apparently that was my
Steph,
first
are you
word.
breathing?
Hi! I was already speaking Japanese! It was destined! My first best friend was probably Kathy.
How old were you?
Kindergarten! And we're still friends today. And we went to kindergarten together, and first grade together, second grade together, and then she went to the other school. But she lived, she doesn't live there anymore, like a few blocks that ways.
I'm ready to glue.
Ready to glue. Starting on the top, where you're gonna put your main bead, so put a lot on it.
Well, when you say a lot,
I mean a lot.
Like gobs.
Yeah, gobs. Okay.
Is that good?
Take your gun away.
All right.
Okay. Put your bead on
Bead
before it dries.
Going on.
Now careful, cause that's dangerous.
Yeah, it's a little warm.
You continue making more, whatever design you want, and lay out some paper underneath when you're on your bed.
I recommend doing this on a bed.
My first pet. So we had a dog named Sugar, and she was a bichon frise, and Grandma Mo bought her for us, didn't she? Grandma Mo, her mom. We kind of grew up together with my puppy, and she passed away in 9th grade. Now Mama is adding more random beads. That's a thick handle.
Thank you.
That's pretty nice.
Sweet.
All right.
It's not going to stay thick. And do you know that the glue actually stays pretty dang hot?
It does. You shouldn't be touching it though. Now, carefully.
It's a good thing I have no feeling in my fingers.
One time diabetes is winning.
Diabetes.
You can sculpt your glue with the wooden chopsticks.
Go ahead.
I want to push that down. We have this extra glob here. We can push it down and
You're awesome.
And design it with your other chopstick. My first fear. What was my first fear? I've been terrified of bunnies and snowmen for a very long time. But were they my first fears? I was afraid of getting yelled at by Dad. That's probably my first fear, getting yelled at by Dad.
We planned it that way.
My first grade teacher, Mrs. Goward. She was an awesome lady.
Patty Gower.
She read us Goosebumps during
First grade
reading time.
Were you afraid?
Goosebumps. No, it was awesome. I love Goosebumps.
How far do you want me to go?
3 inches about your
I
handle
am
size.
getting a handle on it, get it? It doesn't matter because once you paint it, it morphs.
That's true. It does not matter what colors you're using, how you're going to paint it. First person I texted today. I haven't texted anyone today. First car. The Suzuki Sidekick, aka the Beast. And it can hold 5 taiko drums. My first cell phone.
Oh my gosh.
When did I get my own cell phone?
I believe that would have been 2006.
So not high
it was
school. It was a slider phone and it was orange.
Well, you were so excited.
I was, because all my friends had phones and I never had a phone. My first date would have been with Scott.
Yeah.
Oh! Next question is also first boyfriend, and that's Scott. And I try not to think about this because it was a stupid thing to do. I was 16.
We've all done stupid things.
I don't even know if we had an actual first date. It was never really he took me out. We went to the homecoming dance.
I like my wand.
You
It's a little hairy.
Okay,
but
so now you gotta let it dry. That's her wand right now. It's going to dry.
It
So
looks like a
hold
bunch
it.
of snot.
Fasto kiss. This is actually a really funny story, Mom. But the best thing is, it was an accidental first kiss.
Oh, you fell into his face?
No, he fell into mine. When I was little, I was pretty much the only little girl on the block except for my sisters. And so down the block, there was my friend Daryl and my friend Dan. And then there was a new kid on the block, and his name is Raul. And Raul had a trampoline in the backyard. We went to his house to jump on the trampoline, and we were jumping on the trampoline, and you know when you accidentally like jump too close to someone, it sends them flying in the air?
Sure.
Well, Daryl did that to Raul, and he went up and landed right on me and kissed me.
So Raul,
That was my first kiss.
first love.
I don't think I've had a first love other than like Bruce Willis. My first video on YouTube! That would have been Sick on a Plane. I started YouTube when I studied abroad. And I was feeling really sick on the plane. And I filmed myself on my flip camera. The first edition of flip camera going,
So can they
I
still
feel
find
really
it?
sick. No. The first person I subscribed to on YouTube was probably Vlogbrothers. The first big purchase. Most of my stuff that I've got in my possession is from my mommy or my daddy or my sisters or
A
relatives
dumpster.
or a dumpster. True story. I think the first time I really was buying stuff for myself would have been with my own money and not like a college loan. Would have been in Japan and would have been my computer because that was over $1,000. When you're pretty dry and able to touch it, roll it a bit and you can
make a
shape
wish.
it and start a fire. This is what we're using as a drying rack, and you want to be able to just set it in so that it dries like that. So you're only gonna do like the first half,
Correct.
let it dry, do your second half, let it dry, and probably do a few coats. This one needs a lot of coats because our chopsticks are red. Mommy's painting. We only got 2 more questions left. My first job! Fun services.
What'd you do there?
I was event staff. What I did was, you know, there's big events like company picnics and carnivals and stuff, but not like carnivals with Ferris wheel, but carnivals with those big inflatable rides. Yeah, that was my job. Last question is first time out of the country. I know what you're thinking. It was Japan. It wasn't. I was a vocal music major, and so we have a tour that goes through the Midwest.
Chicago.
And we went to Chicago, we went to Iowa, and
all
these areas in Minnesota, and we went to Winnipeg.
It's just over the border.
Winnipeg, Manitoba. Now Mom's wand is drying. We're gonna do a few more coats later. That's all of the first time questions. If you want to do the first time tag, you can do it too. I will see you all on Monday's Cuties with another summarizing of the dramas. What dramas could be? Leave your questions down below in the comments or on Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, my email, my P.O. box, which we need to go check. We didn't check that in a while.
Go.
Oops.
It's cold.
It's cold and snowy. We're not gonna go today. Okay, bye! Last question.
It looks like poo on a stick.